A group of volunteers at Diamond Head Lookout is taking part in the start of a winter ritual in Hawaii, whale counting. It's estimated that 4,000 to 5,000 endangered humpback whales may visit Hawaiian waters every year from November to May, and on this day the counting begins.
We've been out here counting since 8 o'clock this morning. About 8:30 we had one giant breach. It was a large breach. After that we've had about one other breach and then 3 sightings of calves.
Each year at this time, the Hawaiian Islands Humpback Whale National Marine Sanctuary, part of NOAA, the federal government's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, organizes this count of humpbacks. It's the first of 3 counting days spanning January, February, and March at more than 60 sites around Oahu, Kauai, Hawaii Island, and Kaho'olawe. Another independent count takes place on Maui. The count helps raise public awareness for humpbacks and the marine environment. It also gathers information on the humpback's population and distribution.
We've got about 30 volunteers that showed up today to help us look for whales, record their behaviors. We're also looking at site visibility so that we can do the comparisons across years.
Nearly 2/3 of the entire North Pacific population of humpback whales migrates to Hawaii each winter. They come here for breeding, calving, and nursing, which is critical to the survival of their species. The sanctuary is one of only 13 national marine sanctuaries.
Throughout the counts, we have about 2,000 volunteers who help us out with this effort.
The sanctuary is also home to an array of marine animals, corals, and plants. Some are found nowhere else on Earth. The sanctuary is comprised of 5 separate areas abutting 6 of the major islands of the state of Hawaii. The 5 areas of the sanctuary cover relatively shallow offshore areas, the only place in U.S. coastal waters where humpbacks reproduce.
International organizations will have much more confidence now.
Today's count is the backdrop for an announcement by Congressman Neil Abercrombie, an honorary site leader here at Diamond Head. He's announcing the introduction of new legislation creating a national research program to focus on the effects of human actions such as pollution and the use of sonar on marine mammals in the world's oceans.
Well, there couldn't be a more appropriate place to announce a bill on marine mammal research to be put in the Mammal Commission in order to get interagency cooperation. The problem right now is, as evidenced by the Consortium on Ocean Leadership, that there's literally dozens and dozens of groups and agencies that are involved in marine mammal research. We have lots of arguments going on in the courts, the military trying to use sonar, judges issuing injunctions, all based on knowledge we don't have.
Abercrombie's bill would establish the National Marine Mammal Research Program with $25 million in annual funding. The bill will coordinate and strengthen scientific research into natural and human-related factors affecting the health of marine mammals and their habitats. The program would be administered by the Marine Mammal Commission, an independent federal agency.
So what I'm trying to do with this bill, and I have the support, I think literally of all of the agencies and all of the groups that are interested in the ocean and marine mammal research, is to put it together under the commission, an interagency commission that will coordinate the research, process the money, put it all through a non-political agency. The idea here is to make certain, not that anybody gets cut out, but rather that we take the politics out of marine mammal research, get the knowledge that we need to be able to protect not only humpback whales but all the marine mammals over which we have jurisdiction and for which we have a trust relationship as human beings, and most particularly for Hawaii. The Humpback Whale Sanctuary, as you know, is succeeding almost beyond everybody's, not their hopes, but certainly their expectations. This will codify who's in charge. It'll give a sense of direction to the research and a vehicle for the funding that everybody will I think, agree is non-political.
Expanded and focused research, says Abercrombie, is critical so we can obtain real, hard scientific evidence that will truly help us understand the effects of humankind on all marine mammals, such as the humpback. The same evidence is needed, he says, to settle a continuing legal dispute that questions the effects of sonar on the behavior of whales.
In the court proceedings that are being undertaken right now, nobody really knows what they're talking about. They have their points of view, but there's no scientific basis for it.
Abercrombie says his legislation will also help us to learn more about the effects of fishing nets, pollution, disease, environmental changes, and other threats on marine mammals. Our nation has provided lots of funding for space exploration, he says, but not enough on inner space, which is vital to our complete understanding of the universe and the preservation of its threatened and endangered species. His new bill has received a strong endorsement by the Consortium for Ocean Leadership based in Washington, D.C., which includes the University of Hawaii, where Dr. Paul Noctegal leads research into the hearing of marine mammals. The consortium is a non-profit that represents 95 of the leading public and private ocean research education institutions, aquaria, and private groups. Its mission is to advance research, education, and sound ocean policy, and manages ocean research and education programs in areas such as scientific drilling, observing, and exploration in the oceans. The consortium says it supports the improved coordination in research that the bill would produce and development of a national priority plan for mammal research.
Because it creates a national marine mammal research program administered by the Marine Mammal Commission. Everybody recognizes that there has to be someone in charge or some group in charge that can be trusted as being non-biased.
While Congressman Abercrombie works the halls of Congress to get the needed support and votes he'll need to pass the legislation, the whale counting back home will continue in the waters of the Hawaiian Islands Humpback Whale National Marine Sanctuary. If you're interested but aren't sure what to look for during a whale count, Connie McCurdy is ready to show you.
We're up here at Diamond Head Lookout, and we are just waiting to see a whale breach. And breach! Oh, another breach! Tail flap, tail flap, tail flap. Okay, let's see if we can see a peck flap. Oh, peck flap. Traveling, traveling, traveling. Fluke dive, fluke dive, fluke dive. Another tail slap. Spy hop.
What's that again?
Spy hop. That's when they stay straight out of the water and they go around. Okay, mommy is swimming with the calf. And mommy is nursing with the calf because the whales come to Hawaii for 3 reasons: to have their calves, to nurse, and to mate. So mommy's feeding the calf right now. And they stay just underneath the water to do that. Traveling, traveling. I'm going back to Alaska. And that's the show.
Sanctuary Superintendent Naomi McIntosh encourages more folks to join the ranks of volunteers whose work helps the endangered humpbacks and public awareness about this endangered species to flourish.
These resources are really our legacy. It's what Hawaii's all about. It's what makes this place special. And you know, I think that a lot of times we don't realize the importance of these resources, the resources that we have here. We don't see a lot of these resources because a lot of them are found farther offshore. So I think people protect what they learn to understand and love. And so just building awareness about the resources that we have is really, really important, because I think that helps people to understand that these resources are present here. And once they find out about them, obviously, you know, they learn to care about them quite a bit.